What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam, and today we're going to continue the death jingles for DK2. It's starting with Haunted Chase. And looks like we already got some people in here. I thought you didn't want to do it. Well, somebody's got to do it. I'm not the hero this project needs, but I'm the one it deserves. Alright, so yeah, let's get right into it. So I've already got the project loaded and our little jingle added to the thing. Hold on one second. So yeah, I've already got the project everything loaded. So this would be the trumpet right here. Because the lead is like a trumpet thing. So find our trumpet. This should be it right here. An octave too low, but that should be about right. And I think the delay is already encoded in there. Sounds perfect already. It just might need to have a different, more velocity. I'm sure it will. So looks like there's different velocity levels here. Let's go with the highest one because we know pretty much want this to be the loudest sound. Probably. We just want it to be audible. So let's go with this level right here. That looks like a healthy level right here, and we've got a delay of, looks like it's a little over 1 3/4. And the delay that we need is supposed to be, looks like we need a little under 2 steps. Which it is pretty much. I think it's, a little over a step and 3/4, a little under 2 steps. It's all the same thing. So the delay is right. The delay is already done. And now this is what I think this is the bass. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, that acoustic bass from the beginning. Ah, Goosebumps. Love that movie. I was actually wondering if you were planning to do all these. I was planning to do all these. We're just alternating between a track from DK3 and the jingles from DK2. And I mean, I'm not planning on putting them in YouTube videos because that would be pointless. I mean, who goes into the car and be like, bump those DK2 jingles, right? So, but these are mainly for the what's it called? The MSU patch, so that you can play the game with the restored music. An octave too low, too high. Ooh, I like that bass, man. I like the mixing on that bass. What did I do to that bass? I forgot. So the levels are right. What processing did I put on that bass? I want to remember that. So I just looks like I just boosted the bass. How many dB? I don't even know. It was like about 2, and then low passed it. And put a Ferox on it. Okay. Beautiful. I'm gonna save this as the current mix, just because I like it so much. All right. So, what do we have next? Ha! I remember those strings. Alright, looks like we got one right here. Octave too high, too low. Oh wait, that's not the right strings. Ah, I thought they sounded a bit soft. We need the stabby strings. Staccato strings. Perfect. So we skip the delay. The next one is the other layer. Wait a minute. This is just a delay. Maybe it's an octave. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be an octave. And I think I copied like it did that. Yeah. I think it maybe it's an octave too high, too low. No, maybe not. It is an octave too low. Maybe make sure that has like the right velocity. Seems about right, but these are like higher, so I'm sure the velocities are reflective of that. Good. Now, what's next? Looks like we got like violas, it sounds like. Wait a minute. Hold up. This was the wait, this was how it... Okay, I think it's supposed to be an octave anyway. I think I just copied those over, which was what it's supposed to be, but these are... These were encoded wrong. They're encoded as like these... But it's supposed to be the same... Oh wait, no, it isn't. It isn't supposed to be a straight octave. These are right. So that was wrong. Guess the computer didn't want to copy them. I just copied the last one. And I think this one is actually supposed to be an octave lower. Perfect. Alright, so we fixed that. So now this one goes to the other strings. Perfect. Alright. There's that timpani. Alright. Odd. Oh, because I don't have the I think this is supposed to be all the way up here, at least for some parts. Let me see what that does to the master limiter. Oh, but then the I forgot about the staccato strings. Pretty perfect. Kind of wanted a little more reverb on the lead channel. Let's see how that affects the full mix. That's good. So someone says Crocodile Cacophony sounds strange now. Let me see. Sounds fine to me. Can you do Nuts and Bolts from DK3 next? No. I'm missing some sound effects. We also do the unused K. Rool death jingle. Yeah, we already did that one, actually. I don't know if that'll actually be able to be put in the game, but, you know. Alright. That all sounds very good. Let me check. I'm going to check on Crocodile Cacophony. See if there's something I wouldn't do to it. How's all the quarantine stuff going? I'm keeping myself busy. Hey, 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 hey. Is it slow? Crocodile Cacophony isn't slow. Sounds a little slow, but I don't know how that would happen. Oh, there's maybe there's some, okay, it's supposed to be at 117. So something weird is going on there. And it's not supposed to change, so I don't see what could have happened. Okay, so that's fixed. Someone said Token Tango has some panning problems. But we're not even at Token Tango yet. We'll get to that when we do their jingles and whatnot. Just bring that up to me later on. So what's next is Hothead Bop. Have you watched the Donkey Kong Country cartoon? Yeah, when I was a kid, I watched a movie that was like a 3D animation. So let's go to a new channel. What is this? I don't know what that is. This is trash, I think. So let's delete this. And go... What's the number we're looking for here? Bum, ba, ba, da, 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 bum. Oh, forgot. Wrong one. 38. So this first one's going to be the bass. Do 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 do, cock that whip. Da 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 da. Give the pass a slip. Da 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 da. Step on a crack. Do 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 do. Break your mother's back. Whip it into shape. All right. Pretty perfect. All right. Next. Acoustic guitar. Which would be this one. I think that'll be in channel 2. probably an octave up. And let's check on our velocities real quick. So the bass is supposed to be all the way up to the top. And our acoustic guitar is supposed to be about halfway. But it is a chord, so it might need to be reduced in some form of fashion. Because they all create, like, there's more notes, ergo more volume and whatnot. Whoops. But they don't have enough velocity, that's for sure. So they do need, even if the volume needs to be automated, they're going to need to have more velocity. And they definitely should be louder too, so let's go ahead and raise them to, oh, big jump, but I think that's about appropriate. Might be a bit loud, but we'll see how it affects the whole thing. Pushing it kind of high, but we'll see how the full mix plays out. Rides. So do we have, so the rides are at C sharp, but do we have the, are they supposed to be? Yes, they are. Cool. All right, so that's our lead channel. Which piano are we using? Which one plays the melody? There we go, that last one. And is that at the right velocity? Halfway, about roundabout. Cool. So now what else do we want? Kick and snare. All right. Good. Now the snare. Oh, the kick isn't in the drum bus. How embarrassing. Perfect. Now let's just check on our velocities for the drums. Beat. Right about there. And the snare. Right about the same spot. Okay, so there a little bit. Let's just kind of bring them up to here. And the kick here. Good. Now, let's see what it's... Oh, cool. That like apparently the delay's still the same because that piano like slide down. It still has the same sort of like harmonic effect. Like the delay is creating like sort of a, like almost like it's harmonizing. And it's creating this cool effect that, like in the original, I was kind of worried it wouldn't shine through, but it did. Now let's check our levels. See if we got healthy levels. I could live with that. I might want to tone down the velocity on the guitar. It's a little bit, it doesn't pop anymore. Yeah, it goes to a new sample thing. There's like there's a huge jump in velocity when you take it down just that little. Now, we could automate the guitar, like change the volume in this part, but I don't think we need to go to those links. I think it's fine like that. It's only limiting it just a little bit. Pretty good. Let's see what y'all are saying. Diddy sounds high in more than one way. He smokes banana. What was it? There was like some kind of song they sang in there, like I forgot what the song, like what was it about, the in the temple. That one kind of stuck with me. Now, how did it go? I wanna get the and all the magic power that it brings. I'm the Big Kahuna. I should know what's going on. Tell me what to let go. Good stuff. Memories. All right. So our next tune is In a Snowbound Land. Magic power that it brings. I'm the Big Kahuna. I should know what's going on. You could tell me what to let go. A little underwhelming on the bass, but sounds like it's pretty involved. And we got number 44 is what we're looking for. Oh, not in that. Hold on. New pattern, first of all. It should be named Bell 2. I'm Big Kahuna. I should know what's going on. Tell me what to let go. What are y'all talking about in there? I'll shower you in coconut cream pies. Y'all need to chill. Isn't it? Ha! Yeah, the original Donkey Kong is Cranky's game. La. All right, so we want to. This goes to the. This first channel goes to the voice. That voice lead. All right, so melody, and let's see which channel is our choir in. This one. And what's our velocity? Is pretty much normal, 75%. Cool. Oh, we froze. All right, but I think I got that, the string. So let's see D strings. But I need the harmony. Here we go. This is where it should go. I think it's an octave up. And then let me go and bring it up again. So I think this one's the next one. Cool. They're a little bit heavily reverberated, but I think he just needs a little bit less attack. Maybe I should tone it down on the reverb. So, but the velocity though can be down, down, down. Low, 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 low. But it's raised. I guess I'll just go with the flow. That sounds good. Now what's next? The bass. That finger bass. Doom, 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 doom. Although that does sound good, it's still an octave too low. And what's the velocity supposed to be on that finger bass? About the same. Cool. So that's that really high shrill feedback thing, which I think is don't really remember. Oh, here we go. I put it in the melody for some reason. Okay, so this is where it's supposed to go. Tinkle bell. octave higher, it sounds like. Okay, and what's the velocity supposed to be like in that? About the same. But I can barely hear it. They're not that loud. That's good. There's little pops. Pretty sure this is the one we're looking for, but an octave up. Let me see if it has the right delay on its own. So we're gonna have to automate that delay. We're gonna have to make sure it says 2. It's no wait, not delay feedback level. So 2 steps, I think. You see, yeah, 2 steps. We're gonna have to automate it so that it starts out being muted, and then at the second quarter note comes in. Wait, but there's more to it than that. There's more echoes in there. Oh, that's just the reverb. It sounds like it's delay, but it's just reverb coming in. So let me solo this and see what it sounds like. Okay, cool. So now we need to mute out the reverb when it's doing that. But I think it starts before the last note. Perfect. Now we need to say that all these things are going to stay as they normally do in the original. I mean in the full song. So there's always supposed to be reverb in the full song, but no delay. So mute the delay, automate, put the reverb on. and then everything will stay safe. Good. Now, full mix. Compared to and it froze on me. All right. What is... Come on, man. I know this program was made in like the 90s, but could work a little bit better. Good. Let's make sure we get one track to go out longer than that so that it lets the reverb breathe. Something that fades out fast so I can... Yeah, this one. Because you know this one's the one that goes on anyway. We want to hear that reverb pan out. Yeah, echolocation. Yeah, pretty much. Sonar sound. Doo 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 doo. Boo. Boo. Cool. I like it. Maybe not so much distortion. Cool. And next we move on to jib jig. Popping sound should be more quiet, maybe. I'll see about that when I export it. Do 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 do. So what number is the jib jig depth? Nope, not what I wanted. Come on, jib jig. Here we go. Still sounds so happy, even as a death jingle. Alright. So we got this tom beat. Oh, actually, I forgot to jump in the gun a bit here. I need to drop it. What number is it even? 33. 44 to 33. Wait, need a new pattern, and yes, no. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-ba-bum. You know, they say that with all the clearing and pollution going on due to the virus, you can now see the Universal logo in the sky. So we've got our we got this thing this line that should be a tom beat. So what do we have? I have like 3 toms here. So the tom beat, this is the one we're looking for. So the velocity level is halfway, and we want to say, wait, what? I don't even remember which one it was. So it's this one, the first one, and it just goes to the same thing. Okay. There we go. Very quiet, but I think that's how it's supposed to be. But, oh yeah, there's also like not enough velocity. There you go. That's more, sounds more right. Okay, next channel is... See ya. See ya. Sky. I would say thank you for all the work that you do. I found your work through that in Snowbound Restaurant. It really did sound amazing. Well, thank you. Thank you all for the kind words. Now, so we've got our, this, a little fiddle there. Forgot I can just do all and like see every channel here. So now the one for the fiddle would be, so channel 1 first of all, and we want to make sure that this pitch bend is reset every time we go into the death jingle, so make sure it always plays it, because there's no pitch bend here. Come on, man. Come on. Alright. This would be a channel 1. And an octave higher. Good. Now that's going to sound a bit different because the note, like there's more samples in this sample pack. There's other things like, normally the sample would be, no, right here. This sample, but it goes up to and I kind of like that sound, so I'm gonna keep it there, because if you go up with the vibrato gets all like fast and weird, it just doesn't even sound like a violin anymore, it just sounds like a sample. So I like that sound. Good. Let's call this, I don't like seeing contact name. We'll call this strings. Alright, next channel. So, concertina, which is coincidentally called harmonica. So let's call this concertina. It's supposed to be a concertina. 1 layer, 2 layer, I think this is another layer. Yeah, should be right next to each other, but it boggles my mind that there's a gap there. I guess it's just, yeah, like that. Okay, that's right. Now the velocity, I want to check on the velocity for the fiddle too. So 75% is not what I have. All right. Now the concertina would be in harmony, and it's a little less than halfway. And I don't know about all that reverb. Might want to take the reverb down a notch. At least on the harmony. Oh, looks like we have our delay channel for the... Cool. Oh, there's another, Oh, wait, I think that's just... Is that just a delay? I think it's partially a delay. Partially... Yeah, so it goes into delay after that. And this should be the same. Maybe there should be a delay channel on this then. So what's the interval for that delay? And I think we'll see how it sounds on the full mix, but I'm thinking about leaving it there just because it's a kind of a subtle delay. It's a little less than a step. So let's just try this out, have fun with it. Let's go down here, ping pong. Actually, not even ping pong, just do stereo, because I don't think it changes direction. Oh, it does change direction. Okay. See, it's barely even noticeable. Oh, you know why the Crocodile Cacophony it had a slower tempo? Because the Death Jingle was automating the tempo, changing the tempo, and then I didn't have this track here to change it back, so that's why that happened. So always have the like track, MIDI track over there. And that's all she wrote. Let's hear the full mix. Pretty good. It's not even doing the full, not even clipping, like going up to... It's just a really soft song. Yeah, see, since there's no like real bass drum in there, it's not going to be a full mix. It's going to kind of drop in volume because of the lack of powerful bass. I'm just going to be listening. What about, I hate Bluetooth speakers that disconnect without warning. I didn't think you'd restore the death tracks. Diosito. I don't know what that means. Hope I didn't just say a curse word. If I did, forgive me. Dia, forgive me. Love how DK3's soundtrack sound like it came from a 9 Inch Nails album. I don't know if you've heard 9 Inch Nails, but they usually don't hit that hard. I mean, like they usually hit way harder than that. Maybe I could hear it in the boss tune. The boss tune is kind of reminiscent of that, like all the boss tune in the final boss tune. Yeah, I guess I just usually think of 9 Inch Nails as going super hard, but it does have that industrial sound that they use a lot, especially in Nuts and Bolts. You ever plan on restoring the GBA DK3 tracks? No, it's not really my style. I just don't feel the depth that I feel with that soundtrack. Like you can say, oh, it sounds like it's got a lot of influences from like I just don't feel the same depth in the DK3 soundtrack as I do in this. I don't enjoy it as much. But anyone else that wants to take a crack at it can. I don't have a patent on these restorations in any way. But it desperately needs to be restored. Well, I'll tell you one thing about restoring the GBA soundtrack. You're not going to hear a lot of bass because they had to mix it with the because the GBA speakers didn't allow for any bass, so it's going to be a little bit underwhelming because of the lack of bass. Diosito. Don't know what that means. Something to do with God, right? Because Dios. Dios mío. Okay, so that sounds good. What's next? No, wait. Not what I meant to do. Sorry, ADHD. So our next track is Klomp's Romp. So we've been making pretty good time. We've only been here for about an hour. And I've already gone through about 5 of these things. I was thinking we'd only get like 10 done in one sitting today, but if we keep going, my cap is about 3 hours before I need to take a break, so we should get the whole thing finished, and then we can move on to a victory jingle if I can get that going. I'll have to see. We'll just go right into it and see what's up with that. What is this? It looks complicated. Oh yeah, that's the sound effects. Hey, Jammin' Sam, how are you today? I'm good. I'm just listening to the smooth sounds of the sea. And some drums, too. How are you today? How's the corona going? Corona. Corona. Alright. So, what is our... Which track is this? 31. Come on, 31. Nice little piccolo. So we're not good. We're in our pattern and do not want to start a new project or add fruity LSD. I could add some LSD right now, but I'm not. Okay, so probably that first, it looks like that first channel is the piccolo. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't like the mixing on this piccolo. There's too much low end. I don't like all that puffing, that low puff. Yeah, it doesn't need to be saturated like that either. Now let's hear how that affects the full thing. I think I want a little bit of more. Hey, it crashed on me. I didn't even notice. Cool. I like that. Good. I think it's supposed to be that, like... Yeah. That's good, but the delay needs to be changed in time. So we want it to be 2 steps. Right now it's 4 steps, so it's good that we remember that because we're going to need it later. But we insert 2 steps right here. It's less pronounced than the original, but that's because, you know. We need it to be louder than. Yeah, there you go. Now, go back to the violin here. Actually sounds pretty good. Are we sure it didn't use that, like that distance? Okay, I don't know why I had it wrong when I did the song. It's a little less than 2 steps. But the only reason why he does exactly 2 steps there is because it's a note delay. If he was putting in a different channel, he'd probably want a little bit less. So we don't have to change it. But I do think we need less velocity because, damn, that's shrill. Maybe we need it like lower, like a lower octave. Nah. There you go, low velocity. We don't want that, it's just really shrill. We can definitely hear that. We'll hear it no matter what. So let's name this strings. Yeah, that powerful snare. Cool. Now what? It's pretty much the same velocity, so we don't need to do anything there. Oh, it does like a chord thing. There we go. So it's like it's kind of a chord, which is possible on. It's possible on the violin to play 2 notes at once if you're playing a different string. Which this is definitely can be a different string. Look at that. There's an octave difference. Cool. Oh, he's playing a whole chord there. And of course, it's supposed to be an octave up. Cool. Now I think this one can come up actually. Maybe. Yeah, see the whole chord is kind of like rising to, see it's already like pushing it, so we'll have to watch that, but I think it can come up to, since there's more. Even if the that high note is shrill, it kind of like brings it down if there's more low notes. No, that doesn't really make sense, but it kind of fills it out more. It's not so concentrated. Nothing in this channel? Really? Okay, it looks like there's a delay track for the harp. Ah, so there's an ending too. Wait a minute. Whoops. So let's check on that harp. There we go. That's good now. So that's a delay. That's a delay, and so that's it pretty much. Good. I like it. Well, they're all in a completely different key. Well, I think they're all in the same. They're all kind of in the same key. Pretty sure they're all in this key. So next we do Crook's March. Let's see. Doing great. Staying safe. Grateful. Still have my job. Hey, that's awesome. You still got your job. I'm still trying to get unemployment and whatnot. This death jingle is weird. It's in a completely different key. So when are we implementing your masterpieces back in the game? They will be implemented into the game and all the jingles are done. So that means we have the both victory jingles. We have the death jingles, which should be like very soonly done. Cause I'm like really blowing through these fast. So once the death jingles are done, we have Diddy and Dixie's victory theme. Then the regular victory theme, like when you don't hit the target hard enough, and then that's about it. The ending ambience, I think there's that, but that's pretty much it. So we got 3 more sets of jingles to go after this. So it's gonna be a bit. There's gonna be like at least a month before it's done. With all the DK3 songs we still have to do. Still Village GBA still beats the SNES version. I like Still Village on the SNES. yeah, we're doing what's called an MSU patch, but I don't know enough about ROM hacking to tell you any more than that. I just know, like, you play the game, you apply the patch to an emulator, and you can play the game with all the new musics on it. Okay, so Crook's March, Death Jingle. Where is it? Where is it? Alright, Crook's March. Here we go. Nice. So it's number 42. Number 42. Wait. Need another different channel. Do. So I know that this first one is the clarinet. Clarinet. Here we go. Cool. We got our snare. Let me make sure that's the right velocity because it sounds weak. Weak. All right, so I'm gonna kind of go to the. Okay, so it should be up here. Okay, so I'm we've got, let's see, these, I'm just kind of guessing on these strings because they didn't get encoded right. I'm guessing on the notes, so let me compare it. And it froze on me. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's getting in this habit where it like freezes again every time I open it. Okay, so this should be a diminished chord right here. But not that diminished chord. Maybe a D sharp. Because the bass is a D sharp. Yeah, that sounds good. It sounds like, so, hold on, let me do this like channel by channel. And it froze on me again. Okay, so the top note, G sharp to G. And that actually sounds right there. Let's find out. Ah, so this one's the same too. There we go, C sharp. Perfect. Okay, so now let's legato everything to make sure that it's getting its optimum. It's not just stopping, right? There you go. Now that sounds so much more believably like real strings. Cool. Echo. Bass. Here we go. That thunder bass. All right. There we go. Yeah, I like it. It's got reverb on it though. Why does it have reverb? And it's going to both accompaniment and lead? What? Wait a minute. That's crazy. So wait, if it's been doing that whole time, what's that happening to the full mix? Good. But this is supposed to be in that channel. There we go. And what's the velocity of the bass? It feels like it's too weak. Oh, not that much. I mean, it's a little bit, but we will bring it up just because it feels weak to me, but not more than the original. What? Oh, wait a minute. Wait. There's a thing here to change it to lead. Crazy. So that's why it's automated. For some reason I wanted to automate the low strings to switch between lead and accompaniment, which makes no sense, but I'll roll with it. Don't want to ruin what already works. And I don't think this should be here. There we go. Made it sound so much better. Alright, I'm cool with that. We are blowing through these. Lockjaw's Saga. DK1 stuff is done polishing off. I might revisit it and like give it some finishing touches, but for the most part, that's the final mixing. That's like everything. That the little descending, yeah, that. I know what you're talking about. Those are, yeah, those are like bell. That's like a bell tree sound, I think, or a glockenspiel. But it's, yeah, it's basically a bell. It's like ding 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 ding. It's like kind of your, think about it as you're like dragging two sticks along the bells, and like just and like kind of dragging it like like doing one stroke, then going back up a little bit and doing another stroke, and it's kind of like going. That's kind of what he's trying to do there. But now we're doing Lockjaw's Saga, and that would be. Here we go. Wait, nope. Don't want that. Cool. All right. Sounds like a music box when you go up there. Good. Da, da, na, na. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 1, 2, 3, 1. Wait. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm starting to see there's just like a little dip in velocity. Actually, all this should be deleted. Now, the next layer is... Alright, so now we have to process these delays, because apparently we didn't put them on the master channel. I mean on the regular channel, but I know they have them, because I remember them. I hear them too, but they're there, they're just very quiet. So let's bring them out. And let me check on the velocity for these strings to make sure they're the same as well. Okay, yeah, they're pretty low already. No, get out. Alright. Yeah, they should be that low already. And we want another delay to go here because it's supposed to be like an ending. He does this a lot where it's just like an ending delay. So there's going to be some more added on. We just need to extend the delay time. Hold on. Okay. So what's the interval here? It's pretty clear for it's going to be pretty clear for this one. So we've got da-da-dun, 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 da-da-dun. So it looks like it's an 8-step wait. So it looks like it's an 8-step delay where it like it's added on to the one that's already there. Actually, no, it's more like, yeah. No, it's 8. No, it's 6. 6-step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's already, it's a 6-step delay starting at this right here. So what I'm going to do is add on to that and say 6 steps. And I'm going to gate it so that it's not starting. It doesn't start till right about here. Good. All right. Now about that harp, are we sure that's the same velocity? Because it sounds weak. No, it's not. It's supposed to be halfway. Let's legato that too. Cool. French horn. Sounds weak. Let's see what the original. There we go. It sounds a little bit delayed. We might need to give it a little bit, yeah. So 25, that was good. So in another track, let's go and say, like, what is the... Let's go 50. I'd say that's about enough. Let me check the original to make sure it's still... Yeah. Sounds like the delay on the strings is still a little too much. I want to tone it down. I don't want the delay to be that drastic. I want it to be long. I want it to not slope down so much. Cool. We got it. That sounds like we got an octave going on. Which would, I think this is that dark string. Or maybe it's just those strings that are like those melodic strings. I think I want to put it one in the dark string, like the top one in the dark strings, and then this one in the melodic strings. So maybe we can put the low one there, and then more strings. Yeah, this would be right. Oh, this one doesn't have a track yet. What? So this should be going to a accompaniment. Let's make sure it has the same velocity. Good. This must be the low one. Dun 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 dun. There we go. So the bass is not that booming. That sounds pretty good. This one would probably need to be, let's see. There's two let's see. Hold on. So this is good. I'm gonna go and load the next one, which is Mining Melancholy, everyone's favorite. So did I ever send you the Japanese releases of the official OST? Yeah, I think you did. They're pretty cool. See, they had some interesting differences. I remember like they had some kind of like they had a little bit of some semblance of an ending. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. I would buy SD2 SNES just to be able to hear your remasters on the console. Well, you don't have to buy SD2 SNES. You just have to download, what is it, Lunar IPS, and then you can, which will allow you, you have to kind of look up, there's a whole complicated process to patching a ROM. At least I think that's how it works. Yeah, you patch the ROM, and then it'll, like with the MSU patch, and then it'll, you have to look up how to patch a ROM because there's a whole thing that goes into it. But you can do that on any emulator. Doesn't matter. Dead End Bayou Boogie doesn't sound the same on both levels, you know? Yeah, I know there's like a little bit of a difference, but it's not really noticeable, and I'm only doing one version. I don't care about the other version. That's too minuscule of a difference. Is the jingle different depending on which I think it's different on different levels, which is like they didn't really, it was kind of an oversight on their part. Need to do the DKC Waterworld and Hot Pursuit. Those are the two that we're missing sounds from. Otherwise, yeah, would have done those already. But we're missing a water sound, like that, the water where the waters are, there's like water bubbling up, and then we're missing this techno percussion sound in Hot Pursuit where it's like dun 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 dun. There's one part where it does like this, and then it, you know, kind of a break. So now we got Mining Melancholy. What number is this? Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 41. 41. 41. All right. Yes, actually, we believe that the sound of the bubbles coming up in Waterworld is actually the same sound as from SpongeBob when there's doing the bubble transition. You know. It's pretty much the same sound. I don't know where they got that sound from, but oh boy, we got a whole one of those synth things going on. This is gonna take a minute. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So first thing we got going on is that little the like minor singing minor voices. You know, I just imagine all the people in the mine like just kind of singing this while they're pickaxe into the beat. Oh, this is a big one. Where are my voices? Where are the voices in my head? Oh, here we go. Choir ooh. Good. Now that sounds weak. What's the velocity supposed to be? Almost to the top. Ooh. Woo! There we go. Pretty loud voice. We'll see if we have to change that later. My finger's gonna get tired of scrolling the mouse wheel on this one. I'll tell you that right now. Here we go, drum beat. So I'm just gonna, like, it's the same drum beat, so I'm just gonna copy it over just in a different tempo. Cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy this and sort of let it work its way out. But it's supposed to wait for a minute because there's like a little few notes before the downbeat. Ooh. Hey, Jesus, come on. You know what I want. Wait, that makes it kind of interesting, though. Beautiful. All right, what's next? Looks like a bass. Called it. So it's a voice bass, which I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's that one where it's at the beginning when it does the do 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 do. Yeah, like that. All right. Maybe not that low. Probably can't even hear that. I might want to put it in the, let me see what happens if I put it in the original. I actually hear the bass more when I put it in there, down there. Like Good. all down, down, down. So now we got this synth. And it froze. Alright. I just realized y'all can't see this window that I, like the SPC tool window anymore. I've only got it doing the FL Studio thing. So okay, so there's minimal work we have to do on this because that synth is like pretty much outlined in the in this one right here. All we have to do is figure out what the new chords are because it's a completely different scale. It's going to have new chords, which means we have to go and say which they'll be outlined here. So it's F, C sharp, A sharp. Or F, A sharp, C sharp, A sharp, A sharp, A sharp. So first off, the rhythm is throwing me off. It's cool. So I've got that. Maybe I can see if maybe I can triangulate what the progression is here. So we got F, G sharp, A sharp, F, G sharp, A sharp. Yeah, so that's pretty conclusive. We've got a like this. Now what's that second chord? Because it climbs up. Well, let's figure out the main chords first. So it climbs up. So it goes from F to C sharp. So it looks like it goes from F to A sharp to C sharp. C sharp. We got C sharp in here. G. So C sharp, G. And A sharp. C sharp, G, and A sharp. What does that give us? C sharp, G, and A sharp. Or was it G or G sharp? I'm just going to do this by ear by listening to the original. If this thing won't freeze on me. So it sounds like an F. 2. To a C sharp. but it's the lower one. And I'm gonna like solo this sawtooth for a second. Okay, so that's the first one. G sharp. G sharp to G, but it doesn't change in the first part. A sharp, but it's in the lower octave. But it stays the same throughout. And then I think it goes on for another bar. I think that's supposed to be an echo note. Like he's just kind of like, sounding like it's fading out. Or maybe just shorten the notes, I guess. Or just say, let's copy all these. Say that we have a, we're gonna make it pluck. Here we go. It's not quite a it's not quite all like, it's not quite like 0 though. It's supposed to like sustain a bit. You give me fever, fever. Cool. So it's that loop again, just faster. So this is going to be easier than I thought, because we're pretty much just reusing all the percussions and rhythms and whatnot. So we're going to have to shift all these a little bit to the right. And then we're going to have to copy the pattern 3 times. I think 3 times, right? And then it does this weird panning delay thing. It's really only twice. And then it does this kind of echo thing. And we'll use delay for that. Also, I forgot to move them. What? Wait a minute. So what we need is a 16-step delay. And we only need it to activate on the last bar. So when does the last bar start? Right after that. About 2 steps, I think. Yeah, 2 steps in. But we only got 1 echo. Cool. And that about does it. So, full mix time. Nice. I like it. But if you listen, the automation on the synth is not holding true. That's because we have all these echo notes that are like not that are just not they're not like put to the right scale. So we have to like do all this, make sure that it upholds the same place. Wait a minute. Perfect. Now I was worried about the being too loud, but it's actually really underwhelming. So let's see if I can bring up that bass just to give it a little more boominess. Yeah, there we go. Now it's starting to hit the full thing. Let's see, I might even be able to bring it up more. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of supposed to be that powerful anyway. The choir is not supposed to have a higher pitch, see? Or maybe? Yeah, it is supposed to be that high. Alright. And we're gonna have to lower that velocity, it's too high. It can be higher than that though. There you go, that's right. I dig it, even though it sounds really weird with the voice that high, but, you know. That's good. I'm not going to question it. So next up, no, the lower is exactly where it needs to be. It's the right notes. Same notes as the original. Same pitch. Now, what's next? Primal Rave, alright. We're might be able to finish this all in one go, yeah. I'm getting stiff as a board. Alright, yeah, it looks like this, after this we only have Sneaky Chanty, Sticker Brush Symphony, and Token Tango. Wait, no, that's Lose. We already did Lose. We can someone said something about Token Tango that's like needs to be fixed. So we go Primal Rave, Snaky Chanty, Sticker Brush Symphony, and then we fix Token Tango, and that'll be the last of that. Cool. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. I just want to hear this song again. Yo. Yo, yo. Yo. Alright, oops, sorry. So now we just drop this into the pan flute channel. And wait. Cool. Now this next one's gonna be the bass. Ooh. Is that slit drum? It's actually called that. I'm not making a bad joke. See? Slit drum. Now, what's the difference between these two? This one has more bass to it. So I'm going to use this one. And I bet you that has way more velocity than it's letting on. Yeah, we have it going at almost 75%. I can't make it sustain, but that'll have to do. But it's supposed to be a drum anyway, not a bass. All right. Cowbell. Gotta have more cowbell. I need more cowbell. All right. If anyone knows that SNL skit, and this thing just switched my pattern on me. There's two cowbells. Here we go. We want the first one. No, not that high. There we go. Oh, I see we got a delay here. So what's the interval of this delay? I think we forgot to gate the last time we put delay on something, we forgot to gate it back. In the original song, I think that was Mining Melancholy. Yes, I forgot to make sure that that drum beat doesn't like have a 16th, like a whole bar's delay. I'll have to go back and fix that later. I have to remind myself. Looks like we got a little over like a step. We got a step and a fourth of delay for this slit drum here. A step and a fourth. Perfect. Right out the box. Now we want this to be like that for... We don't really want it... Actually, I thought that was like how it went. No, wait, that's not how it went. It does sound nice, but... Actually, I'm just gonna wonder how that sounds in the full mix. It doesn't make a difference. I'm just gonna take it out. Yeah, that choir is perfect in every way. Perfect. What was that song? Perfect in, not perfect in every present excluded in every way. Present company excluded in every way. Present company excluded in every way. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, enough of that. Let's get down to business. Ooh. Looks like we got a cowbell chord. Really? When I said I needed more cowbell, that's not what I meant. Okay. That, I don't know what happened there, but I hope it doesn't happen again. So looks like we need an octave lower for this. Actually, I'm going to check all the sounds to see. So obviously that one's right. I think wait. Did I accidentally put all this back up? No, I shouldn't have. I want to say G sharp. Perfect. Right where it needs to be. So looks like everything needs to be shifted up a minor third. And one of them's a little bit late. Which one is it? And this one's panned to the left, which means we should be probably be using this one. So I'm gonna copy this and make it pan the other way. Looks like it's this one that's supposed to be. Cool. Ooh, interesting. So it sounds like it's that mute triangle. What just happened? Whoa, wait a minute. I think it's my HDMI acting up. So this apparently doesn't even have a thing. Wait a minute. This is the one from the game. Whoops. I think I was just testing out. Okay, here's the real one. I think I have a bunch of effects on this one. Might need to clone this one. Give it. And that's probably not the same sound. I think it worked well enough because it was in the background, but that's not the same sound. I'm gonna have to look for a different sound. But there's no reason we can't process the effects right now. So, and then it starts right here. And you get a delay of how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 steps. Gate it so that it only starts on what? The right there. Perfect. But we need okay, so I want to have it, if I want to gate the reverb and save CPU, what I'm going to have to do is say that not playing and then so that's when the reverb comes in, but we also need to have it gate here. We need to have it stop going to the that's a switch. There we go. See how that works? Yeah. Now, if only that was the right sound, it would be perfect. All right. So yeah, let's hear the full mix of everything. Okay, something's up with that pipe flute. Okay, so I think one of those delays are being gated. So this one is like being gated, and it ended up being turned on. So now we just need to keep it off. So now we just need a replacement for that muted triangle. And I will find it later. So let's see what we have next. Ba ba bum. Okay, so we're getting close. Still drum rubber is a problem too. Okay, I like it. And then when you complicate all the levels when we're done, I don't know what that means, but yeah, I don't know what that means. The cowbells are panned the wrong way. Oh yeah, they are. Whoops. I'll take care of it when I go to export everything. You could restore the soundtrack to every video game ever quicker than Yonder Dev completing one game. I don't know who that is, but that's disturbing. By the way, your tracks are amazing. Thank you. Can you restore Cramlantis under what? What game was that? I don't. Cramlantis underwater. I don't know anything about a Cramlantis. How many death jingles have been done so far today? Lots. I don't know how many. But I know we have 2 to go. No, 1 to go. 2 to go, because this one's 1. 2 to go. 2 to go. Tortuga. All right, so Snaky Chanty. Oh man, I keep getting caught in this trap. Cool. I have to listen to that every time if I hear it. I have to listen to that just once. Snaky Chanty. Okay. Looking forward to hearing what that sound is. That does. There's like a. You hear that? It's like some kind of organ sound. I don't even remember what thing I was on. Jazzy. 34, I think we were on. 34. Nope, not this. I gotta make a new pattern. Hey, ooh, whoa, whoa. Sorry, that was bad. Da, 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 dum, All right, so we got snare. Kick. Toms. Much lower toms. So we want. So it's doing like a note thing where it's going up. I think he's trying to simulate, like he doesn't really want to change the toms, he just wants to make it feel a little more alive. Now that delay I don't like for this track, for this part. Yeah. And they don't sound good here either. Sound much better like that. But we want to make sure that they're active. Yeah, because they're gated there too. But let's kind of give it that pitch sweep, because I kind of like that. Good. So that's our drums. Let's check out our, let's make sure our velocities are okay. So we got the kick at halfway. The snare's a little over halfway, and the toms at a little over halfway. Check that against snare at a little over 75%. The toms at almost 75%, and the kick at almost 75%. Go there and here. And then yeah. There we go. All right. And velocity is max. And should be at once. Oh, wait, what? Where is it? I think I muted. No, I didn't. Well, where is it? Oh, I was changing this one. Cool. Can't really hear it. I'll deal with that for now. I think that's the organ sound I was hearing. It's very like the way he processes the he kind of has it playing like an organ for some reason. It's not decaying at all, so it feels like an organ, kind of, when you're in the background. So basically this is the piano harmony. Cool. So it does like that slide thing. It starts right here. Here's where the piano is, right here. And the velocity for that would be about 75%. Cool. Gonna have to legato that one. Nice, very swingy. Loving it. It's coming into its own here. There we go. Hey. So it looks like something, I don't know what exactly, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but I definitely want these to play out longer. But not that long. Cool. Yeah, that jazzy sax. All right. Not what I was expecting. What's our velocity supposed to be? Max. Max on the sax. It's almost, it feels like it should be a little bit stronger. Maybe if we took this up a notch. There we go. Let's say that it's kind of not much. Cool. Much better. And maybe we'll compensate for that increase in volume. And that ought to be it, really. That bass, we can't hear it. Why can't we hear it? Maybe it's too low, because here, or too high. Let me drop my, I hope I saved the one that I need. Let me drop my bass mixer into here. There we go. That's more like it. Now we need to make it the same volume as the kick. And the kick doesn't need to be that loud. There we go. Perfect. Now let's check the original one. Let's see now. For some reason, the bass in the real mix is like way louder. Maybe just because of the notes it's using. I don't know. Definitely gonna need it to dial back on the velocity. Okay, so now to compensate for that, we're gonna need maybe not even so much here. There we go, perfect. Cool, I like it. Okay, so someone said that we need to fix steel drum rumba. I hope you're still here because I probably won't know what to look for. Do 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 do. Stretch. Water level of Donkey Kong Land. Why would you can't restore a GBA track. It's just a bunch of beeps. There's no point in restoring that. Will you ever restore the DK rap? Nah, we're not doing DK64, man. DK64 had a pretty good quality. It wasn't really like compressed that much. Actually, there is someone that does Nintendo 64 restorations. El Spyro does them. So that's the person you want to talk to. Yeah, I'd say that sax is a little bit honky. That's too much. Look at all this. Putting way too much on the master thing here. Guitar needs to do that little thing when the sax ends. Okay, so let me see what it is that it needs to do. Actually, I should just be able to look in the original and it'll tell me. So the guitar is dun, da, 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 dun, da, da, right here. So it does that first one at the end of the bar. Oh, it has no... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, yeah. Very subtle, but good ear. Yeah, that's a really good ear. That's a very minor detail. Kudos to you for that. You must be a savant. All right. So that's where we'll stop for now. I'm gonna go try to find that one wave that we found out didn't work, and then we're gonna come back. So we have only Stickerbrush Symphony to restore. Then I guess I'll look at. Well, I guess we'll start on the victory themes next. So, alright. Yeah, I'm going to take a break for a few hours. I have some things to do, but I will be back in a few. So, Jam and Sam signing off.